They pulled the forms off that lower beam on the back wall there this morning, and now they have started trenching for this front wall. Looks like he hit the rod on my sling there. There's a like 1 meter by 1 meter concrete block at the bottom of that thing. But this one's going to go right down from this stick to right the back of that tire on that truck right there. The post is right behind it. That's where this wall is going to run. But yeah, he'll have this dug out pretty quickly. This here they'll have easy access to, so I think this will go pretty quick. We just put all this dirt in here 9 months ago, 10 months ago. I like that little backhoe though, it's pretty cool. So they got all the holes dug and cleaned out here last night. It was almost dark when we cleared out of here, but I wanted to wait till this morning to get a video on it because it's better lighting. But yeah, looks like there's going to be 11 posts right along here. That string is going to be where the wall is at. That will leave me parking right out here alongside the wall. The drive is going to be about right here to the center of that hole there approximately. 5 meters wide. This post here of the drive will line up right here. The gate will go right across here. That parking area is 6 meters wide, but I wanted to offset it to this side to make access in here easier. And I want to follow back around on this wall. And one thing I will say about wet tie concrete and a vibrator, look at the air pockets in that wall. Almost zero. Couple right there at the bottom of that post. But this thing is good compaction. Oh, also, they did get the rest of this hand filled yesterday, so these forms will come off today. Still got some rock left here. Hoping we can take most of this rock here and just push it up there against that wall once they get it done. And then what we don't have enough, we'll just bring some more in and spread it out. Maybe throw another thin layer on top of here. This is getting pushed in pretty well. This last post here will 45 right across here. It's not actually a 45, but we'll cut across there inside the pole to about right here. And then we'll run straight down to the fence line over there. And we'll have a back gate right here. That gate will be approximately right in here somewhere, I think. The post will be at 4 meters wide. We will get to about right here, straight off that post, straight down to that little stick. I probably can't see it in the camera, but in the camera it looks like it's about a foot off that post, but back this way. From here, straight past the motorbike through those concrete beams, 2.5 meters off that other wall. As I said before, that'll leave us access right out the back of the house and into the pond through a gate on that side. This here will all go away. If you recall, those of you that have been following us for a while, we put this in last spring just to keep the cattle and kids out, so that reduce our liability of this pond sitting here while we were gone. But yeah, my fish are hungry. Look at them. I haven't fed them yet. They're saying, get your ass in here and give me some food. With that said, I'm going to get these fish fed. We got to run into town, be back here when the guys show up, and see what they do today. Sounds like they're going to wait another day to put panels in, which is fine. We're not in a hurry for anything really, but just kind of excited to see them go in. But they are working on the footings for these posts along the front today. Just about a meter square, berm them up with dirt. I don't know if you saw the stakes in those last ones, but there's a stake in the middle of it that tells them how deep it needs to be. Right there's one. Once they get it that full, then they'll just pull the stake out. This is their caution sign. Not sure why they started in the middle, but that's okay. Whatever. Soupy as hell, as usual. They don't want to have to scoop it. They want to just pour it out of the tub. But the climate here is a lot different too, so maybe that's the right way to do it. I don't really know. I just know everybody here does it that way. Oh. Okay, so they're letting those pads dry, and while they're doing that, they are making the steel to go inside each of the posts. These are 3 meters long, and they're going to need probably 11 of these, I guess. They're going to eventually need more because it's going to be the same dimension all the way around, I believe. Those will end up sitting right on top of these. He's a smart one. He made a table just so he could stand up. Panel install day. Got 2 of them done. I don't know if those panels are a little bit too long or the posts are too close together, but they've got a gauge stick that they run up through there to make sure it fits, but that panel wouldn't fit in there, so you had to trim it down. So I don't know if the panel's off or the poles are off, but like I said, they got a gauge they run through there, and the gauge went through okay, so I think it's the panel. That's all there is to it. They just set in there. They'll pour a beam on top of that that'll lock everything together all the way down through here and across the area. Well, as you can see, they've got this side all put together. They got started on the other side. They had another delivery of panels just 5 minutes ago, the truck left. That should give them enough to get all the way down that side. There's a couple of them that had a little trouble getting the panels down in. They had to trim the end of the panel off, but yeah, they're moving along pretty good. A couple poles they got to cut off, or maybe they'll leave that height and just put it inside the beam. I'm not sure. We're not going to paint this. We're just going to leave it just like it is because I don't want to have to maintain it for the next 20 years. Nothing's going to see this but the cows and the cowboys. So this side and that fence over there, we're just going to leave concrete. We'll probably paint the beam on top and the poles, and then we're going to do some fencing in between the poles. I think the only wall we're going to paint is the one across the road up there. We'll paint the whole wall on the outside, the beam on top, the posts, and then just leave the inside concrete. It's only going to have half a yard sticking up, about like this end piece right here.
Ooh.